What's going on, Badger fans? The Wisconsin's 1-0 in the NIT. Stephen Crowl had a monster game. Let's just talk a little bit about what went right, what we liked about it, and how this could potentially be a springboard to next year on today's Locked On Badgers. Let's go.
You are Locked On Badgers, your daily podcast on the Wisconsin Badgers. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is going on, Badger fans? Welcome to Locked On Badgers, your team every single day. I'm your host, Ryan Herrings. Just a quick show. We didn't go live after the basketball game against Bradley yesterday. It got a little late. This is just going to be a very quick roundup of what I liked about it, what I saw. Let's talk about it. So the NIT, we've had mixed feelings on that from a fan base in general. Like I'm in favor of being there. I think more reps are probably better. It allows you to kind of finish the season on a high note. But I know there is a segment of the fan base that's not that excited. However, you're now there. It's a lot better to be there and win than to be there and go out meekly like a Rutgers. So it was fun to watch. Again, I've gone back to this again and again this season. I like seeing the Badgers win, period. Hard stop. I'm not making any more of this than it needs to be. It's the NIT. You beat Bradley. Bradley, by the way, was 12-1 down the stretch. Just saying. But it was still fun, right? It's fun to see Stephen Crowl have just a monster game. Like Crowl was a monster, right? There was 36 points, 5 of 7 from 3. One of those was banked in, but still, like if you get shades of that type of Crowl next year, you're not getting that in the Big Ten. Let's use the NIT as data points, but use the NIT as a data point in the larger sample size, which we've seen Stephen Crowl the entire year. We know this is not who he is. However, it's nice to see him shoot the ball well. If he can become a respectable three-point shooter next year, I'm talking mid 35 percentile, then you're talking about a guy who's probably a 14, 15-point scorer. That's a really good Big Ten player, right? So I like seeing Stephen Crowl do well. I would love to see him finish the season strong and kind of springboard into next year. I think he's a good senior starter next year. Max Klesman, I thought, played really hard again, got to the rack a couple times. He's quickly becoming one of my favorite Badgers this year. Not a star, but a really solid player. Connor Essegian continues to struggle shooting from deep. He did get fouled on a three-pointer, so he got those. He was 9 for 9 from the line, but he's had about a 2-month three-point shooting slump now where he's shooting 30%-ish, and I think some of that's just legs, right? I think some of that is teams defend him differently, and he's going to have to find some more counters, and Greg Gard is also going to have to come up with some ways to get him easier shots. So yeah, the struggles of Essegian have continued. I would love to see him kind of break out of this slump in the next game or two while the NIT is happening. Some interesting things with, I didn't think Tyler Wall played a great game. Jordan Davis has really been kind of relegated to, he played 14 minutes. Like that's a player just based on started as a senior and now he's kind of not even really getting a lot of minutes off the bench. I could see him thinking about transfer maybe in my best future here. A couple other things I was thinking about watching this game. It's possible every player comes back, right? Every player, we're waiting on Tyler Wall decision. There's been some smoke out there with Chucky Hepburn. It's going to be interesting in the offseason. Let's say all those players comes back. And I don't want to make this into too much of an offseason discussion, but I was thinking about it in the game. And then Greg Gard brings in a high-level portal guy, or he tries to get a high-level portal guy. One of these 5 starters has to go to the bench then. And that's going to be interesting to me. And I was starting to think who would be the best player off the bench. I would love Klesman off the bench as like a combo guard. I think he would be really good in that role, coming in, playing 25 minutes off the bench, giving some offense there, guarding other teams' better players. So maybe that's a possibility. And you have a lineup of Hepburn, Essegian, a transfer 3, and then Wall and Crowl with then you have Klesman off the bench, Yalden off the bench, Blackwell off the bench. That could be interesting, especially if maybe you can bring in another bench shooter, in the portal. So maybe you get 2 portal guys. I don't know. Yeah, it was fun. Like it was a fun game. It was awesome to see Stephen Crowl dominate. And again, I know it's the NIT. We're not making too much of it. We shouldn't make too much of it, but it's still fun to watch Wisconsin win, right? If you're going to be there, you might as well win. You might as well advance. You might as well end the season on a hot note. So let's do that. Let's keep it going. Game coming up against Liberty. That's not going to be an easy one. There's like Wisconsin's a mediocre basketball team, but they're not terrible. There's a lot of mediocre but not terrible basketball teams in the NIT. So it's going to be fun to watch. I'm going to enjoy it because I'm a Badger fan. I'm rooting for the wins. And I would love to see continue to see Stephen Crowl be aggressive, use that as a springboard into next year. I would love to see Connor Essegian kind of break out of this slump and finish with a game or two shooting pretty well. But yeah, Wisconsin beats Bradley. Let's keep it going on Wisconsin, and we'll talk later.